talk to y'all about what I call a load from hell. This load of shelving was supposed to be about 2,000 pounds. And being 2,000 pounds, I wasn't too worried about where it was sitting on the trailer. Now the middle of my trailer is this light over here that gives me 15 to 17% tongue weight, which is about exactly what I want. Driving home with the load, I started realizing that, hey, this thing is pretty heavy. So just for the heck of it, I had about 20 minutes left to spare on my clock for today. Decided to hit a cat scale. Well, this thing is 7,300 pounds. And my truck, being that it's a 99, it only has 6,800 pounds or so available on that rear axle. Let's see what the sticker says. So we're at, yeah, 6,800 pounds because it's four-wheel drive. I was okay on the rear axle, okay on the front axle, but the combined, it's actually 360 pounds over. So I'm gonna have to do something about this. I deliver this Monday. I'll be going through the woods, so to speak, and I won't be hitting any scales, but you know, you just never know, you're gonna have something roadside. So what my thoughts are is I'm gonna get rid of these tarps, put them in the garage. This mess, they say that's pretty heavy, but it's wrapped horribly. That and this piece here, I had them put that on this side. I wanted to have them put it on top of that, but the stuff on top isn't very strong, so put it up front here just to get it to kind of balance all that weight that's on that side. So I'm gonna see if I can't use the lift gate that's on the back of my white truck over here. See if I can slide this piece right here off, get it on the back, and maybe do something with that mess over there. If it seems too hard to deal with, I'll just leave it alone, but I'd like to clean it up a little bit. So let me get my smoking truck over there fired up and line that lift gate up with this this skid right here. See if I can't slide it off and get it on the back of my trailer there. we got that thing in there. That thing's pretty heavy. It's probably 300-400 pounds at least. I just stuck that chain in there to my gooseneck hook over there just to keep this thing from rolling out. It's got these wheels. I guess it's a gear drive system for some kind of trolley with the way these shelves work. And if the thing rolls out, well, I mean, I've got a lift gate. I can put it back in there. I just don't want it to fall off and have to do this all over again. So get these tarps taken off of here and see if I can't get this thing back here. All right, well, that ought to be a big help. More weight on this side here, and the big heavy one's there in the back. I don't think it's overhanging the back, but I got flags. Yeah, I'll put a flag on it, but it's not overhanging very bad. I could probably scooch it up a little bit, get it between that gap for now. I'm gonna leave it as close to that side as I can to offset this, because I kind of wish he'd put that one on first and then the big heavy part would have been in the middle. But the guy loading this had a real bad day. He was throwing things. I mean, he was just frazzled. He was by himself. There was 2 trucks in front of me. He snuck me in front of one of them, and another one showed up while I was there. And like I say, he was just frustrated all get out. So I'm gonna get it strapped down and everything, and then Monday we're gonna take and deliver this load. All right, there we go. Got it all strapped down. Those boxes, they're steel parts in there. Not a whole lot you can do about that. 2 straps on the front. I've got this strap here actually runs underneath. You can see it through there. It runs underneath the other side. So I did that after I stopped for a load check, and nothing moved, but I just wanted it to, I didn't want that to slide over to the other side because it's leaning that way. You know, this, put the 4x4 underneath there at the shipper so that the next people can get, the receiver can get their forks underneath it, 'cause that there's no way you can get that from the end unless you had some super long forks. I did lose a strap. I got actually 2 straps. I didn't think that top edge was sharp, but it was, and it cut one of them most of the way through. The other one was maybe a quarter of the way through, 20% of the way through, but it was one of my older ones, and I've only lost, that makes maybe 4 or 5 straps in a 1.5 year time, so I don't think that's too bad, but if I been careful, it wouldn't have happened. This one here I strapped down to the frame of the ramp, the V's of the ramp, so that it can keep a tighter, you know, grasp on this back piece. And of course I put a flag on it. It's only sticking out a couple inches, but like the old saying, don't wave a red flag in front of a bull. I don't want to put anything out in front of DOT that can give them anything to complain about. I took my excess strap and put it under here because the strap was hard on that edge right there. Ran out of edge protectors. Need to get me some more, but I just use that to hold the strap and protect it at the same time. This side here it's a good radius. I'm not worried about it. This board here at the shipper, I didn't realize it, but when he put that other side on there, it stuck out past my rub rail. My sawzall's messed up, so it's not in my truck. So I took a screwdriver and a hammer, cut through it with a screwdriver. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But that's it, it's all loaded up. Now, this load was posted on 467 miles, paid $1,300. That's $278 a mile, loaded mile. With me having to be home every night, the way I look at my loads is if I average about $1 a mile or better from a whole round trip, then it's worth taking. So originally my total round trip would have been 1,116 miles for $1.16 a mile. Now the turns out the receiver is not in the city they said it was in. It's actually closer. Now that would have brought it down to a round trip for me of 775 miles, $1.68 per mile. The actual shipper to receiver distance is 377 miles. So that's $345 a mile, so it ain't bad. That certainly helps pay for those 2 straps I cut. But now my next adventure is when I go to deliver this thing, I try to look at my shippers and receivers on the Google Maps, and all I see is 5 standard docks. I don't even see a ramp going out for a forklift to get out to unload me, so I don't know what they're going to do. If they have to, they'll have to drive onto the back of my trailer off of that dock leveler and drag this stuff out. But one way or another, they'll get it off. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there. Please like and subscribe. Tell other people about my channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.